Everyone. My name is Julie Kuzma. I am an instructional facilitator of technology at Elaine Thompson Elementary School, Loudoun County, Virginia. My role is to coach teachers on how to embed various types of technology plugged. They can be robotics, they can be websites, and use those tools to increase the rigor of the lessons that they're doing. Our goal is to take those items and create projects where the students are critically thinking, where they're collaborating, they're communicating, all of the five C's, all of all of the language that we want to use so that the students are the ones that are producing and that our role is to facilitate the learning. We allow them to understand what the goal is. We also allow them to make the mistakes and to figure out how to go from the mistake to reaching the goal. So this year we began with a podcast. So our Sharkcast podcast is a group of fifth graders, and their role is to teach the community about our school. We are a brand new school this year, so everything is being shared with the community of what our school stands for, what we hope to accomplish, what we want to accomplish, and the type of community that we want. So each month, a group of students are given the task to create a podcast on a certain topic. For example, our first one was based on community, and then we moved into mental health and so forth. So when we work with the students, it's myself and a fifth grade classroom teacher. What we do is we take those students, we split them up into a couple groups. We have interviewers, writers, and producers, and they put the whole thing together. So, my role when I work with the students is to sit back and just facilitate the questioning, just kind of guide them through the process. So, our students write the entire script. They send the emails out to the teachers to schedule both interviews with the adults and with the students because we take the same topic from two different perspectives. And then finally, the producers have to take the audio clips and combine them into one podcast. So, what you see on the screen is a sample that we did, and we attended a FETC conference that was in New Orleans this year, where I got to meet Serena, who was an incredible help with me. And it was more of a reflective one. So I wanted to know what the kids were learning. So during this whole process, Serena and I had connected through FETC, and she reached out and said, "Hey, we have this great product. You want to give it a try?" Of course, I love learning about new products. During the time that I was learning, Serena walked me through so many different steps and so many different questions that I had and double checked and kind of helped me understand how the program works and the ease of the program. So, some things that really stood out to us as we looked at this product was the fact that each row was color coordinated. That so we have different colors, pinks, we have purples coming down here. We go straight down the rainbow of colors. Over on the left, I'm able to name the different audio files. That has been a huge help, especially when we were talking to the different students about their reflections, because we wanted to make sure that we knew who was saying it so that we didn't have to keep saying audio file number and it gives you some long number. This tells me exactly what it is. The different clips there were so easy to go through. And then I love that I'm able to mute the different rows and really focus on just one audio clip that I want to adjust or work with for whatever it is. So through this, when we give this to our students, they absolutely love this. A favorite part that we have about this is looking at the transcripts. And when we would expand it and see what the transcript was, the students are able to see all of the words. And that definitely helps when you can delete a word and it automatically deletes the audio clip instead of other programs where you have to expand the audio clip. Then you have to take chances and hope you're getting at the exact time and listen to it and go back and adjust. All of that time of going back and forth was completely eliminated because we just eliminated a word. And for 10-year-olds that understand that they have a voice, that understand that they might have older siblings or older friends that have a voice on social media, they're now learning an appropriate way to use their voice. They're learning what to do to make it sound great. So I'd like to play a little clip for you about what the students have learned. So the classroom teacher and I know exactly what we want the students to learn. But if the students cannot explain what they're learning, then what we're teaching is not really that effective. So I'd like to play this clip for you so you can hear what Braden is learning about this. But now that we've had, I think, 6 episodes, what do you think your teacher thinks you learned while being part of the podcast?
Uh, my teacher probably thinks we learn skills that could be helpful later on, and we could use them to help spread information about the school.
What skills have you learned?
How to edit out clips that we do not need and put together the podcast.
How do you know what clips you do not need?
Like let's say, like example, let's say someone stumbles and then so if that happened, we don't want it to be like that. We want it to be one straight sentence. So we would edit that part out and try to connect the other sentences.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time, Braden. So, through doing the editing of the different podcasts, this child was able to transfer the knowledge of learning how to edit a clip on a video and transfer that into the writing, so much so the teacher was able to see how he was deleting extra information he didn't really need and understanding what that process was, all through using Soundtrap.